The Dr. Tess Show is brought to you by Time Machine Procedure and Dr. Tess Timeless MD.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tess Mauricio. We should all be beautiful inside and out.
The Dr. Tess Show. The Dr. Tess Show. The Dr. Tess Show. The Dr. Tess Show. When it comes to beauty, they say she's the best. But who is this woman they call Dr. Tess in your know? The Dr. Tess Show. The Dr. Tess Show. The Dr. Tess Show. The Dr. Tess Show.
This is the Dr. Tess Show. Anjanette Abayari, she's known as Darna, but she's also Binibining Pilipinas, and she's a model, she's an actress, and now, not only is she my patient, but she's my dear friend. And it's been really an honor for me to personally take care of her and create a head-to-toe transformation to get her ready for her return and ang pagbabalik ni Darna in the Philippines.
Hi, my name is Anjanette Abayari, and I have been a friend, client of Dr. Tess forever. I know, for a few years now, right? Wow.
So the first time I met Anjanette, it was in the Glendale Clinic. So you weren't with us at that. You weren't with us there.
No.
But I remember being excited because Dr. Tess and I were looking her up and everything, and wow, she used to be the Darna of the Philippines. And then she came to the clinic, and I thought she still looks young. So amazing to see her come in. I just remember she was always very perky and chipper. Very fun.
Beautiful though.
Beautiful, very beautiful.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Right?
When I first met Anjanette, she was very scared. She had a lot of fears about, liposuction, about doing treatments on her skin. She's seen a lot of her friends who've had facelifts and it didn't look good. She also, unfortunately, had a friend who died from liposuction. And so she was very, hesitant, but I explained to her that my main concern is always my patient's safety. And over time, we started just working on her skin. She obviously wanted to turn back the clock on the aging process. She is now in her early 40s, and she also had issues with acne. She had eczema. She had some discoloration. So we started with treatments of the skin. We did the Time Machine procedure, got her on amazing skincare products like Lifeline, the Timeless MD. And when she started seeing her skin glow, and whenever she'd attend events and everyone kept saying, Anjanette, you look awesome, it's like nothing changed, then I think she started believing what I was saying.
She has done Time Machine. She's done Time Machine.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing too. I remember shortly after her first Time Machine, and I saw her at an event, we were just all amazed at how much.
Her skin.
I'm not saying that again. It's
yeah.
not that it was bad. It was just that.
No,
her skin
it's
looked
just,
so good.
the improvement in the texture and just the glow. And I think also when you see an improvement in your skin, you're just a lot more confident, so you smile more. So.
Oh, and actually, she is a model for, not a model, but we use her before and afters for the eye bags. That's a big thing too. So she was super happy with that she sent us photos of before and afters of her eyes. So that before and after the Time Machine.
And then she started asking me, hey, Dr. Tess, what about this on her body? And, she finally made the leap. And she decided she's gonna go for tickle lipo. So we performed tickle lipo on her abdomen, her waist, her hips. We also really shaped that area with the Venus Freeze treatment, and she felt really good. She looked great, not just on her face but on her body. The other thing that we did for Anjanette is we repaired her torn earlobe. I think just being in pageants in her early life, she had to wear those very heavy earrings, and she actually had an accident when it tore. So I was able to repair that. She was so grateful because, as a woman, it's so important for us to have the ability to wear earrings. And she was very limited because she could only wear clip-ons. And so we did that for her. We helped her with her eczema as well. She did a lot of eczema and discoloration. So I think we got her ready for her comeback, and she made a big splash coming back to the Philippines.
I wanted to share with you guys my Esquire magazine.
She looks even better now than she did before.
And she looked hot.
To try something more natural.
My husband was complimenting me and saying how young I looked, and it's nice because he's 4 years younger than I am.
The wrinkles, my skin has improved, it's tighter, it's amazing. The youthful look that I have, the freshness.
You just can't describe how it makes you feel inside. I feel good, I feel like I look good, I feel young.
The years have come off. It's a fabulous experience.
Ang sikreto ko ho, exercise, syempre. Diet, of course, importante yun. At maraming tulog. At ang pinakasikreto ko sa lahat,
Hi, Gabby!
Dr. Tess!
Sorry, late ako ah.
Okay lang, alam ko busy ka.
Okay, prepare ka na ha?
Okay.
Okay.
Gotta go. Dr. Tess Mauricio, America's favorite dermatologist. Yan ang sikreto.
So now, you ready for your next time machine?
Ready, Doc?
Let's start na.
Let's go!
You'll be impressed with M Beauty by Dr. Tess.
After being with Dr. Tess for almost 3 years now, I think, I finally decided that I almost look just like I used to. I had enough courage to finally go back to the Philippines, being that I looked like this again.
Gosh, it was so exciting because one of the biggest things that Anjanette did while she was in the Philippines, going back after so many years of being gone, was doing her Esquire magazine shoot.
I wanted to share with you guys my Esquire magazine, and this is what I did. And of course, I do mention Dr. Tess right here somewhere in this article.
And she looked hot. And the reason that we know is, of course, all these pictures got on Facebook, and I was so proud of my work, and I was so proud of my friend because, you know, she looked like she didn't look any different than when she left, and so many people commented about how great she looked. She already has 2 kids, but it looked like she never had children. Her body looked great, and her face, her skin was glowing and just naturally beautiful.
Have you seen the Esquire magazine?
Yes.
Oh my God, super sexy.
I know.
It's
She
just
looks
amazing.
gorgeous.
Another person who is evidence of gets better with age. Just gets better with age. I think she's refined, and now she's just, like you said, sexy, gorgeous.
And I think she looks even better now than she did before.
Reactions were very warm, and I got a lot of, oh my God, you look so, like you haven't aged, you look totally the same. A lot of people, some of them said, you look even better now. I'm like, wait a minute. But you know, I got that a lot too. I think it helped that I had the confidence, you know, that I brought with me because of how I felt I looked. Again, definitely. Yeah, so Dr. Tess was definitely a very crucial, integral part of my whole makeover. I did not tell a soul, not in showbiz anyway, except for my manager, Boy Munda, because what I did was I went back for a family reunion. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to be seen, but I guess being who, you know, I am over there, I guess I couldn't really help it, you know, and I knew once somebody saw me that the word would get out, and as soon as somebody saw me, the word got out rather quickly, and I couldn't, like, you know, say no to appearing anywhere, especially to my manager or to any of the other TV shows that asked me to, you know, to do specials or whatever, so I just did. I really wasn't expecting, I wasn't expecting those kinds of reactions. Even when I was guesting on the shows, you know, they would be clapping and just like, you know, yay, and it was just overwhelming and heartwarming, you know, and humbling. That's what it was. I brought my 2 boys, Aiden, who's 8, and Action, who's 5. I brought both of them because I wanted them to meet my father. They hadn't met him yet. But beforehand, they knew I was a movie star in the Philippines, not to the extent that I was, you know, and I didn't exactly explain it, but they also knew I was Darna already. So they already knew I kind of was known, but I guess they were more excited about being on TV with me than how everybody reacted to me. They were just like, oh yeah, my mom's an actress. Oh yeah, my mom's a movie star. They're like, whatever, like, you know, little kids. And my son said, Mommy, I created my own costume so I could be a superhero, and I want one of your designer friends to sew it for me. So he has his own costume idea, and he like brought it, and he wanted me to have it sewn for him. He's so great.
My work as a dermatologist is all about transformations, and the best part of my job is seeing how the outer transformation, whether that be improving someone's skin, shaping someone's body, and helping them with stem cell therapy, where they're now being able to live life without pain and do all the activities that they want. It really, really makes it worthwhile to have gone through medical school and do the actual hard work, because we're really making a difference. I tell this all the time to everyone that we really are changing lives here at M Beauty. We're changing lives with what we do, and I just feel so blessed, and I just thank God every day in my prayers that I am able to help people be their very best every day.
We can't help aging, but now we can do it beautifully. You'll never have to worry about wrinkles, fine lines, saggy, or deteriorating skin. With my professional medical team, home of the original time machine procedure, and my latest skincare product, Timeless MD, you can now look years younger naturally. Still afraid of looking old? Or excited to embrace the beauty of aging?
So Anjanette is back in LA, and she surprised me with my very own Esquire magazine. Look at that! My work.
Yes, I love it. Look at wala akong wrinkles or anything.
I know. And it's totally different to see this on Facebook than to really see it there, on paper. And she even signed it for me, and she credited me for her transformation. So thank you, Anjanette. You look phenomenal, my friend.
Well, we're just, excited and proud that we were able to help her get there. That's really what it is.
And I know this is just the beginning, and we'll see you back there as Darna. That's what I want to see. But thank you so much for the friendship and the trust.
I would like to give Dr. Tess a very huge shout out. No, a huge shout out. No, Dr. Tess, thank you so much for believing in me before I even believed in myself again. For giving me my confidence back, and also to Rick. I have to say thanks to Rick as well, because even though he wasn't very nice to me the first time I met him, and he did say, "You're beautiful, but your skin is horrible." He said that to me, but now he loves my skin, so he has a lot to do with it too. And I just want to say thank you very much for just everything you've done for me, and I'm so glad we're friends and that I'm part of the family.
That was fun, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Are you taking the Helio Plus antioxidant supplements I gave you?
Oh, yeah. 2, right? Every morning.
Yes, but Helio Plus is not just for sun protection, because it has glutathione, collagen, lipoweed, vitamins A, C, D, and E, plus polypodium.
Polypodium. That's the one. That's the one that I saw in Dr. Oz's show, right? That's the one that's helping me stay young and healthy, correct?
Well, like I said, I'll take care of you.
I'll take care of you.
We can't help aging, but now we can do it beautifully. You'll never have to worry about wrinkles, fine lines, saggy, or deteriorating skin. With my professional medical team, home of the original time machine procedure, and my latest skincare product, Timeless MD, you can now look years younger naturally. Still afraid of looking old? Or excited to embrace the beauty of aging?
Welcome back to the Dr. Tess Show. We're here, one of my favorite segments, which is Ask Dr. Tess, where we answer your questions here. And my sister Angela is joining me today.
Hi.
And you ready for our first question?
Let's do it.
All right, so this is from Karen in St. Louis. She is asking, I had a car accident 2 years ago which left me with a scar across my face.
Oh.
Wow, that's sad. That's sad, but there's hope. I always cover it with makeup. Is there a safe procedure to minimize the scar without surgery?
You had a big scar on your face growing up too, actually.
Yes, actually I was bitten by a dog when I was 4 years old, and it was in the middle of my face, and it ended up with a really bad scar here, and now you can kind of see it looks kind of like just a dimple now, but that is after a series of different treatments. The key is, Karen, there is hope. There's so many different treatments depending on the kind of scar that you have. If it's just discoloration, there are different machines depending on your skin type, depending on if you have a keloid. But the key is just to come in, get educated. There are treatments for scar now that even after years of having had the scar, we can erase them.
Even just yesterday, we had we had a young lady come in. She's in her early 20s, and she's had scars on her chest and shoulders for the last 10 years, and so that really hurt her growing up. She couldn't wear dresses or tank tops, and she went to numerous doctors trying to find a solution, and finally they found us. And it was so interesting because the treatments that we did, it was the first round of treatments that we had done, and they were so surprised at how successful they were. And for me, I'm like, these are the treatments that we would have always have done.
Yes.
So, I really do think that we have a unique set of treatments, and also my sister has a really great eye for knowing which treatments would work for people. So, if you feel like you're at the end of your rope, definitely give us a call. Come in. If you live very far away, you could send us some photos and we can start a conversation that way.
Yeah, and just remember, there is hope. You just have to be able to go to a place that has the right expertise. And our patient yesterday, she's been searching for 10 years, and she was actually with her dad, and it was very emotional because scars are very emotional, especially on your face. So I urge you to just not wait and get some help. Okay? All right. So thank you, Karen. So the next question you can read.
So the next question is from Galen in San Francisco. I have oily skin. I always see myself in photos having a shiny, oily face, and at events, I feel embarrassed to look like this. That's me too, Galen. What's the best remedy for it? Oh, man. You think that when you're getting out of your teens that it's going to go away. You're like, okay, I'm going into my 20s, it's going to go away. I'm in my 30s, is it going to go away? But really, there are a lot of people where you just have adult type of acne, where you're just dealing with it forever. But the good news is there are many solutions that you can do even at home. So quite honestly, the Timeless MD has made a really big difference for
I know.
me.
You texted me the other day. She's like, I love the mask. Because it really helps with her oily.
The mask is
skin.
so easy. I do the mask 2 times a week, and even let's say around menstruation, right? Your hormones are acting up, your pores are a little bigger, you're a little bit more oily. I'll use it just in the morning real quick. I don't even leave it on the whole time you're supposed to. I'll just do it in the morning real quick. And then it helps me even just for that day. So that's made a huge difference. And then also my little kind of cheap home remedy is whenever I do feel oily, even beyond having done all the products and things like that, when I need a little touch up, I will take toilet seat covers. And I use them as oil blotters.
As long as they're not used.
That's right.
Make sure it's not
new, unused toilet seat covers, and you can use them as oil blotters.
They're the similar material that you would buy. Expensive, right? The blotter. So hey, you can get creative, but there are also high-tech ways to actually address the oil glands, and we have those
in a more permanent way.
Exactly, because basically quickly, your oil glands are affected by hormones and affected by genetics. And some people have more active oil glands, like Angela. You don't really get the pimples, but you just are, excessively oily. The good news about oily skin is that you will find that the skin doesn't age as quickly. You will not get wrinkles.
I'm still waiting for the payoff.
But as you get older and you're, the normal skin will get dry, more wrinkly. Those with oilier skin tend to have more dewy,
I've heard of that.
plumper skin. But in addition to the topical treatments with Timeless MD, the toilet seat cover, we also have high-tech devices and technologies that actually goes down to the root of the problem, addresses and shrinks those oil glands, and that's with our tri-beam laser photodynamic therapy, our acne elos laser. So there are different ways where we use them in combination and you really get the very best result. It's not perfect, nothing's perfect, but it will make your life more manageable.
That's true, actually. It makes my daily life so much easier and
frees you up, it's
and then you don't have
liberating.
to touch up your makeup, because that's the number one concern a lot of my adult women have who have oily skin like that. They keep saying, like my makeup, it just runs off. So, I mean, this really does, it is life-changing to have these types of treatments done.
So there's hope. All right, well, these are very, very good questions, and keep them coming, and we love to hear from you, because obviously there's so many questions out there based on beauty, on health, even on your love life. Angela would love to answer that. But anyways, thank you for watching Ask Dr. Tess, and we'll see you again next time.
See you. Bye.